Good evening to you, and thank you for joining us for the news at 11. I'm Shelby Coates. As the weather warms up, more people are spending more time on the water, but a day of fun in the sun can quickly turn dangerous. That's the case for two teens in Bullitt County who went missing after a day of boating this weekend on the Ogeechee River. Now, WTOC's Lindsay Stenger joining me now. And Lindsay, thankfully, this frightening story has a happy ending. But how long were the teens out on the river?
Yeah, Shelby, the two 19-year-olds were originally supposed to return to the River Retreat boat dock in Brooklet around 9 p.m. on Saturday night, and it wasn't until closer to 5 the next morning that the two were even spotted again.
Says Blake's missing, and I said, oh Lord.
Two teens were missing on the Ogeechee River, and the sun was setting quickly. A scary contrast from what the two were originally planning for that Saturday.
I seen the boat and I was like, we're going out to the river with some buddies and we're just gonna cruise around and have a good time.
Blake Beckworth and Taylor Smith say they were boating with friends when their boat was separated from the other boats because they took a wrong turn.
Yeah, everything that could have went wrong in that situation.
A wrong turn, a setting sun, and a near empty gas tank. The two were left floating on the river, cold, dark, and alone.
The current was really strong.
Yeah, the current's really strong in this river right now.
But then when we grabbed onto the next tree, he was like, just tie it off. And so we did. We sat there. I was hanging onto the tree for dear life.
The two tied themselves to a tree in hopes of waiting the night out. While back on shore, police, law enforcement, and a small search party of Brooklet boys were heading into the darkness to find them.
Every worst thing you could imagine was going through my head.
There really wasn't a plan at first because it was just us. And then we called our other friends and they went and got their boats and put in.
I said, all right, well, call me if y'all need my help. And then it was an hour later and we was coming down to the river.
After hours of looking, a beacon of hope dressed in camo Crocs finally found them.
They seen the light bar before we seen them, and he kind of stood up in the back of his boat, started waving, hollering at us, trying to get us, to see them, but we seen them way before they seen us. We was in there, we brought 10.5 gallons of gas. We wasn't gonna come out the river till we found them.
Yeah.
Then when we got here, Blake and Taylor was drug up to the boat ramp with another boat, and all I could do was just stand there and look. It was amazing.
Both of the teenagers say that this experience won't stop them from enjoying on the river, but it did humble them on what could have happened. Reporting live in the studio, Lindsay Stenger, WTOC News.